Hey everyone. Sorry it took so long to do this. I was supposed to do this on Monday, but I ended up not doing it. Now I can't remember why I didn't do this stuff on Monday. There was some reason why I didn't do it on Monday. But I remember yesterday I didn't do this because I ran out of time and my phone was taking forever to charge. Okay, that was it. That was why I didn't do it on Monday. I was having problems where my phone wasn't charging very fast, so sorry about that. I did get a reaction video uploaded on YouTube, though, to a VHS that I had. But, if you guys want to check that out, you can. It was a few days ago, so you guys should be able to find it real fast, depending on when you guys watch this. If not, it's saved in a playlist, or, well, yeah, it's saved in a playlist. But anywho, without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about, the Forced Kin. This is a season 4 episode, of the show. It's a season 4 episode. There weren't really any bad episodes in this season that I could find that I remember, but I've been watching ahead of the show. I stopped watching the show though because that way I'm not forgetting like what episodes I wanted to put on the list of reviewing what I didn't want to do for good and bad. So I'm gonna continue watching it after like when I go next week when I do season 5. I'll watch season 6. I started watching a little bit of season 6, but yeah. So basically, though, this is a season 4 episode of the Powerpuff Girls. Looks like the numbers are blocking that guy's face too. It's all right. He appears a lot throughout the entire episode. So what is the episode about anyway? Well, it's about a alien invader coming to Earth, and he's coming to Earth and he's causing racket like when he comes to Earth. He's destroying everything, and the girls can't stop him. So the girls team up with Mojo, or aka Mojo Jojo, not Mojo Mojo. I mean Mojo Jojo, to appear and help them help them stop the alien from destroying their town. At first, Mojo refuses to help because he's an evil villain, but then, like, he realizes that he has to help because the, typical, other villain is gonna destroy the world and there will be nothing left, so, to take over, so he decides to take over not take over, but he decides to help the girl stop this evil villain, who has no name because I could not find anything on the Wikipedia or anything on his name. I was trying to look up the Wikipedia. I did find this, though. This is a fun fact. This villain is supposed to be based off of Galactus from the Marvel Comics. Now, I don't know much about this villain, but I know there's that the Fairly Odd Parents also referenced this too. There's actually even a Katamari video with like the prince and there's the cat, like the prince and the Galactus doing a rap battle. I actually might put that in the link in the description. If it's not there, then I changed my mind. But I'm thinking I'm gonna put that in there so you guys can see. It's a pretty cool video. It's one of the very few times we'll hear the prince actually speak. So yeah, from Katamari. But yeah. So basically, he ends up planning, and he ends up planning on helping them, and he actually outsmarts the villain a lot. But the villain keeps stealing his ideas, and he slowly goes mad and insane. And eventually, at the very end of the episode, he literally kicks his butt. Like, God, Mojo is strong. Mojo is like really strong. If he can lift this 50-foot tall guy, he can literally lift him by like his leg up and all that. Like, I'm sure his leg is not as weighs as much of his body, but the fact that he can literally pull his leg back, that's gotta be painful too, to have someone do that to you. That's why I don't do wrestling. But yeah, it's crazy though how, like, you know, he's able to lift his leg like that with no problem. That's crazy. It proves that Mojo can be very strong at times. So then the villain leaves and we never see him again because I guess he's too scared to come back to Earth because Mojo's there. I doubt we'll ever see him again when the Powerpuff Girls comes back. That's if Warner Brothers doesn't, cancel it coming out like they did with other shows. But I don't know. I kind of haven't been talking about it too much because they've been on my news related stuff because it's kind of getting old having to talk about it all the time. So it's kind of like Disney. Like, there's only so much you can talk about with Disney before it just gets old after a while, and it's like, I'm tired of talking about it. But yeah, basically though, hoping that the new show comes out. I don't know if it's gonna be any good though because Powerpuff Girls was kind of getting kind of stale. It was still good, but you can notice like by season 5 and 6, Miss Bellum and the narrator were kind of fading out. And that's kind of how the reboot ended up, where they were no longer in the show. The narrator would appear occasionally as just a joke, but that's about it. He would not really be a narrator anymore. Miss Bellum was gone. I swear to God that this reboot better have Miss Bellum in it, because Miss Bellum was an important part of the show. And because she's sexist if we cannot have her in the show, even though in the reboot, the 2016 reboot, there's freaking a gorilla with a bikini on in the same episode. And I guess you could argue kids aren't going to find her attractive because it's a freaking gorilla. But still, it's so stupid that they would do that. But I don't know. I'm getting kind of a little carried away here. I'm just kind of complaining there about that because it's so stupid. It really is. But I hope that she appears again. I don't think this villain's going to appear again. I think this villain is just a one-time thing. There's a lot of villains in this show that are just one-time deals and don't return. So I doubt we're going to see him again. If we do, I'll be shocked. But the day was saved thanks to Mojo. And I know Mojo Jojo is not very, happy about that. He wants to be a villain, but I'm wondering, too, if the writers were thinking of making him kind of a good guy. That'd be kind of cool, to have a villain actually become a good guy throughout the show. I think Mojo would be a great if he became a good guy and decided not to destroy the girls anymore. They kind of hint at it in this show. There's a lot of cases where, like, he helps the Powerpuff Girls and all that, and although he doesn't like it, but the narrator even points out how he has somewhat of a heart when he points out how he saves the day and stuff, So maybe Mojo deep down actually has a heart, But we don't know because the show got canceled and stuff. But I don't know. We'll have to see what happens when it comes back as a reboot. But I don't know if it's gonna be any good because I feel like the show kind of ended on a good note before, and we had 2016 Powerpuff Girls, and then we're gonna have the live action one too, which I hear it sounds bad. But I don't know. I mean, I heard some script. I haven't read any scripts, but I heard some of the scripts sound pretty bad when the way people are explaining it. It sounds pretty bad, but the new creator is coming. The old creator is coming back of the show, so maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. I mean, the original show has its problems too, but it still was a good show. I wouldn't say it's as good as Teen Titans, but it's still good. But I don't know what else to really say about this episode, except it's a pretty good episode. I think it's really fantastic, and I definitely recommend this episode to people. I would recommend it. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a score right now. Between 100 points and 120, this episode is getting 120 points. Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode watching. I really did. There was actually a few episodes I could have picked from this season. It's pretty good. I think it's really good. And there's going to be another good episode from this season to review. Because I can't really find that many bad episodes to review. They're all pretty good. Now the next season will have quite a bit of bad episodes, and it's going to be kind of hard to decide what I want to do there. But overall, though, I think this episode is pretty good, and I definitely would recommend checking it out if you guys can. Heck, if you want to, you could probably spend your money and buy the complete series on DVD. Unfortunately, you're going to be spending like a lot of money on it because it's a special edition version of the complete series. But I would say it's probably worth the money because this show has got a lot of good episodes in it. And you could probably get it on DVD. I would get it on HBO Max, but I hear HBO Max and Disney Plus are both having problems, so I probably wouldn't recommend doing it on HBO Max or Disney Plus, but overall, I think this is a pretty good episode. Before I go, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video. I should probably mention that I have 128 subs. My sub count is expanding. That's good. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. And I don't have anything else to say. I guess for a comment question could be nice. The comment question for my video on this is would you guys like Jojo to become a good guy? Would that be kind of nice if he became a good guy and actually helped the girls out? Because I think that'd be great. Maybe they could do more of his character. Maybe they could, expand on his character. Maybe he becomes besties with the professor but he becomes buddies with him, and they end up helping each other out with experiments and stuff, and he can help save the day occasionally. That'd be fun. Because I feel like that would be nice to see that in a reboot, a villain actually become a good guy. Now, I would like to see that maybe, maybe the Green Gang have moments too, but I don't know. Some villains I'm fine with them being villains. Like, him is perfect to be a villain, so is Fuzzy. They could be good villains, but I don't know, I kind of see as Mojo and the Green Gang as kind of like have hearts to them, because we'll be seeing a Green Gang episode in season 6. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this go. Like I said, answer the comment question and tell me what you guys think about Mojo being a good guy. Maybe down the road, maybe they can make him a good guy. That'd be nice for me, but that's just my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and let this go, and later I'll review the next season 4 episode. Bye!